Now, your forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
All right, once again tonight, we may be dealing with some showers and storms. Storm Tracker Doppler once again starting to light up. And you can see here, we'll switch things over and zoom in, and you can see that we're starting to get some showers there into Macon County, just southwest of Decatur, down near Stonington. And then additional showers are going to be showing up as we go throughout the course of tonight. And again, thunderstorms possible. We're not looking at anything severe with this, but as a warm front lifts through, we will see temperatures actually start to come up a little bit as well. All right, so when we come back, we're going to get you some more details on the big warm-up, followed by a major cool-down. That's coming up. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
Police respond to 4 people with a drug overdose, how they were able to bring 2 of them back to life. And for the second time in less than 2 weeks, a bicyclist is hit by a car. What police are saying about that crash and the condition of the rider.
And you often hear there's no such thing as a routine police stop. Why 2 teenagers were taken into custody.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 6.
Time is of the essence when things like this happen.
And police were there to react after 4 people overdosed at a home in Rantoul. Good evening, I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. 2 of those people died, but officers were able to save the other 2. That's thanks to Narcan, a medication that reverses the effects of narcotics. WCIA 3's Courtney Bunting is live outside the home now. And Courtney, this is just a sad situation.
Absolutely, Jennifer, and it's one that had a big effect on this tight-knit community. I talked to neighbors who live nearby, and they say they were shocked to hear the news.
We all know each other by first names. We all help each other out.
That's what makes it even harder when someone is lost. Sheila Williams lives just a few houses down from where 2 people were found dead on Friday. She was asleep when police came to her neighborhood to check it out.
I didn't hear anything, and my neighbor said she saw a lot of commotion going on with ambulances and police cars.
They found a man dead on the front porch of this Rantoul duplex.
And once we went inside the residence, we also found a female who was deceased inside the living room, and 2 other people that appear to be heavily under the influence of proposed narcotics.
Luckily, they had something on hand to help.
What we used Narcan to help them kind of come out from the influence they were under. And it's something that, unfortunately, we've had to use quite often here in Rantoul.
It just goes to show that, addiction is a big problem in the country. I'm a nurse, and so I'm very familiar with Narcan, and I believe that it should be readily available to anyone that has an addiction.
Williams says she wants the 2 people who survived to know they're not alone.
It's absolutely heartbreaking. I'd like to reach out and say to them, if they're listening, that, we're here for them and there's nothing to be ashamed about.
I talked to a man who lived across the street, and he says he didn't want to go on camera, but he said he was at that house before police arrived and tried to resuscitate the man on the porch, but he said by then it was too late. Live in Rantoul, Courtney Bunting, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Courtney, thank you. Overdose deaths are down from last year in the county. Between January and June 30th, there were 12 reported. Last year, there were 21. But the 2 years before that, there were 16.
Here's a follow-up now. A man with nearly the exact same model and appearance of a car police believe was involved in a deadly hit and run is making sure his name is cleared from the suspect list. We reported police are looking for a white Mustang believed to be the car that hit and killed 50-year-old Dr. Bill Shuin Muhammad. Here's a picture of the Mustang police are looking for. The driver has not been identified. A man contacted WCIA acknowledging his car is similar, but he says he didn't commit the crime. He says police came to his door last night to investigate, but found it in perfect condition. State police would not answer any other questions about potential suspects. One of our reporters interviewed that man today. Tonight at 10, we will share what he had to say. Police say a bicyclist who was hit in Rantoul is improving and is now in stable condition. Happened last night on Murray Road by Chandler. It's a narrow road without a shoulder on either side. The other issue is it's poorly lit. Police say the rider was wearing dark-colored clothing. He was hit around 8:30 after the sunset. The driver is cooperating with police.
An Effingham teenager was seriously hurt after a two-car crash. It happened last night in Summit Township. The sheriff's office says 18-year-old Tristan Duncan was on West Evergreen when he lost control, spun out, and collided with another car. This afternoon, students at the high school gathered to pray for him. Several friends spoke and they sang songs. The superintendent is also asking for prayers. Two teenagers are in custody after police say they stole a car. They were caught after a crash near Crystal Lake Park in Urbana this afternoon. Police say the car was reported stolen early this morning near the U of I campus. Then there was a chase after a shoplifting call on North Cunningham. Deputies finally made the stop on North Broadway.
Well, let's take a look at the statewide COVID numbers now. The state's positivity rate is continuing to go in the wrong direction. Over the past 7 days, it is up to 5.7%. It's gone up 2 full points in the past 2 weeks. There are more than 4,300 new cases of COVID-19 statewide. That makes over 355,000 total. 69 more people have died, and some of those were in Christian, Ford, Macon, Sangamon, Shelby, and Vermilion counties. Illinois has lost more than 9,300 people to coronavirus-related deaths. Here's another update. This is about the outbreak at Lincoln's Challenge Academy. Officials say they have had more cases but can't confirm today just how many. No one's in the hospital, and they are working with the health department. Workers and students are in isolation, and everyone is staying on campus.
Springfield's mayor says indoor dining should stay open no matter what, even as his county and region are trending in the wrong direction. The mayor doesn't like the idea of bringing back the exact same restrictions that were used in phase 3. He's calling it using the old playbook. Data from the state shows bars and restaurants to be the most likely places for someone to catch COVID. The mayor thinks bars can shut down first, since restaurants can separate people easier.
They're calling it a shot spotter. How police are tracking down more information about where shootings are happening.
Also tonight.
They love us, and how I know they love us is because why would they take us in?
These grandparents weren't about to let 4 brothers be split up, and it's made them angels among us.
Kevin, you are tracking a little wet weather.
Yeah, I was just walked outside. Actually, it's starting to rain already.
Okay.
But
Literally tracking it right to our door.
Listen, that's the way I go outside.
Yeah, hey, this is all new. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Bring that in here.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, I'm sorry getting things all wet in the new studio here. Well, let's take a look at a recap of today with our almanac, where we had a high temperature of 57 and 48 degrees. There's your averages. There's your records. As you can see, nowhere near either one of those. When we come back, showers, a warm Thursday, and how the storms and colder air are returning soon. Stay tuned.
WCIA 3 News is sponsored by Warner's Body Shop, Mattoon.
This right here is the papadilla, which, if I'm not mistaken, is Latin for better than a sandwich. Even has a better pickle. Papadillas for just $6. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's.
Steel roofing from Menards stands up to the worst Mother Nature can dish out. It resists hail, up to 200-mile-an-hour winds, and the worst winter conditions. Menards Steel Roofing has a lifetime warranty and is the choice of more homeowners in the Midwest because it's the last roof they'll ever need. Available in 24 colors in the store or on Menards.com. All steel roofing is 11% off. Save with 11% off everything at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
I'm Betsy Dirksen-Londrigan, and I approve this message.
The pandemic devastated our family business overnight. The PPP loan program was supposed to be a lifeline for small businesses, but we got the runaround while political insiders got the money first and funds ran out. Rodney Davis's family got to the front of the line for $1 million payout, and he voted to keep it secret, while businesses like ours suffered. Rodney Davis is in it for himself.
I've been a teacher for 34 years, and I looked at the politicians' tax hike amendment. The math just doesn't add up. Springfield politicians already raised income taxes twice in the last decade, but they still have an $8 billion budget deficit. It just doesn't make sense to give Springfield politicians new power to raise our taxes until they get their spending under control. Please vote no on the politicians' tax hike amendment.
Congratulations to Callan Halderson, Mattoon High School golf standout, and WCIA 3's Athlete of the Week. Nominate your favorite Athlete of the Week at WCIA.com. Sponsored by Loman Ray Insurance Group. You're watching WCIA 3, your local news leader. Now Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Kevin Lighty.
All right, we've got a little bit of rain out there showing up on the Storm Tracker Doppler, and let's show it to you here. And we'll zoom in a little closer. Here into Macon County, just coming into the southwest side of Decatur now, right over Macon, you've got some rain there. Let's go a little bit north. We'll shoot right up Highway 51, and from Clinton over towards DeWitt, you're finding those showers, and I think before too long, Farmer City, you'll get in on some of that. We widen the view out, and you can see how all of these showers continue to kind of move off here to the north and to the east, and so that's why I think Decatur, you get that rain before too long, and then again up around Farmer City, maybe into northwestern portions of Champaign County, parts of Ford and McLean County as well. Here's the future track showing these showers. There's actually a warm front that's lifting through, and that's what is helping to produce some of these showers across the area. So we're going to have that as we go throughout tonight. You can see that line really getting going, but north of our area after midnight. So what we are going to watch is the temperature actually start to go up. We're in the mid-50s right now. We're going to hover here into the mid-50s and maybe even start to come up by tomorrow morning because this warm front lifts through. So we're going to say 55 or so is your low temperature. But as the winds pick up tonight and tomorrow up to 30 miles an hour, that's going to boost our temperature up. And we are forecasting highs tomorrow in the village of Tilton at around 79 degrees. Take it, enjoy it. I know I've said this a couple of times already, it seems like this season, but this may be the last 80-degree day we get for a while. Neoga, 81 degrees, and in Stewartson, a great place to call home, as so prominently displayed on their water tower, 80 for your high. Well, we go on the roller coaster ride up to 80 on Thursday, and then down we go to 40. Cut the number in half. Saturday mornings, though, 40 degrees. A big, big difference here. You can see what we're going to have is that front come through Friday night. That's going to bring some storms around the area. I think we're going to see several opportunities for some rain here, not just for Friday, but Sunday and Monday and Tuesday. And rainfall amounts are pushing maybe 1 to 2 inches by the time we hit next week. 55 for tonight, cloudy, spotty showers, a high tomorrow of 80 degrees, mostly sunny, and a warm day. Don't forget you can download the WCIA 3 weather app. This is going to come in really handy for Friday when more storms come in. You can use that radar feature on there. Let's show you the 7-day now, and you can see that we just tumble 80 to 40 degrees in, what, 36 hours, and then cold, cold, cold rain, 46, 47 degrees. It is going to be quite chilly next week.
Fall is finally setting in.
I think so. I'm going to say it, last 80-degree day.
Oh, I feel like you said that the last 80-degree day. All right. Thanks, Kevin.
There's about to be a grand opening in Campustown. The precautions being taken before shoppers enter.
Plus this.
We talk about just concentrating on the things that we can control.
COVID-19 cases are up in Wisconsin. How the Illini are approaching having to kick off the season.